Belief. What do you believe? Do you believe in a higher power? Do you believe in fate or destiny? Do you believe that you control your life and your direction? Many of us do not realize the power of belief. Confucius said, "The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he cannot are both right." Belief has a power that is one of the greatest on earth. NFL quarterback Tom Brady stated that at age 8, he told everyone that would listen that he would one day be the best player in NFL history and that everyone would know his name. 36 years later, he has won more Super Bowls than anyone in history, and everyone knows Tom Brady's name. And he's considered to be the greatest quarterback of all time, and some even consider him the greatest NFL player. You cannot discount the power of belief because he stated this belief and this belief was manifested. Belief. Belief can be a weapon for good and evil. Many throughout history have convinced themselves that their evil acts and thoughts were justified, and the power of their beliefs allowed them to influence millions. In some cases, belief is stronger to the individual than actual fact, as seen by examples of the recent election results, and on a smaller and different level, how millions are captivated by staged events that are scripted, even though they are acknowledged to be simulated and the events predetermined. For example, professional wrestling. People have overcome the odds of recovery from illnesses by believing that they could. Many who were told that they would never walk again would do so despite the overwhelming odds against that. And some may say that it was a miracle and an example of God's work, and that is also true. Yet, if not for their belief, nothing would be possible in that regard. The Bible says, "Anything is possible for he who believeth." Now, whether you believe in God or a higher power, that's a personal choice. Yet that does not affect the power of belief. Jerry Yang was an amateur poker player at the World Series of Poker. Yang prayed to God on every hand, asking him to please let him win the hand, and Yang did nearly every time, ultimately defeating over 10,000 players to win the title of World Series of Poker champion and $12 million. Now, some may say that he was lucky, yet the luckiest people seem to be those who believe that they are lucky. The converse of that is when a person considers him or herself unlucky or cursed, bad seems to follow them. Now, perhaps your belief attracts positive or negative energy or those types of forces. But there are thousands and thousands of examples of people that are using the power of belief to perform amazing acts because they believed. Now, what can we conclude from the power of believing? First things first, belief guarantees nothing, but it opens a possibility to everything and anything. Could a child say to themselves that they would one day become president and it happened? Well, it did for one Bill Clinton, who said that to himself as a child and he became president. Now, one thing is for certain. That is, if Clinton had told himself that nothing was possible, then that would never happen, and it was impossible for him to become president, then that is for sure what would have happened. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. So, yes, belief is powerful. So much so that you must be careful in what you believe, good or bad, as it can be manifested in you. Believe and let your belief become strong and unwavering, and no one can stop you from achieving what you are meant to accomplish. I'm Dr. Fielwright. As usual, thanks for watching and listening. And of course, have a great day.